In this lesson, we will explore how to use the VLOOKUP function in Excel. VLOOKUP allows us to search for a value in the first column of a table. Then return data from another column in the same row. So in our sheet where we will work with VLOOKUP, we have 5 ID values, and we want to bring in the second column, in the name column, the value from column B from our first sheet, where we have the list of employees with department and salary. So if we make a manual search, we see that ID number 1, we should write here Alice. For ID number 2, we need Bob, and so on. But instead of doing this manually, we will use VLOOKUP function. A very important thing is that VLOOKUP will take as the reference the first column from the table. So we will see in the arguments of the function how to use it. So let's start by typing in column B and cell B2 the VLOOKUP function. So equal VLOOKUP, press tab, and here we have the details for each argument of our function. The first argument, it's lookup value, and for this we need to write the value that we are looking for in our first sheet. In our case, it's A2, meaning the ID number. Then the second argument, we need to write the table range where we are looking for our cell value, meaning ID. So first column, always you need to select the value from our second sheet. In our case, we will select ID column, and we are going to select till column B, so the entire columns, because we need to bring the name. So this is our table from where we will extract the data. Then the third argument will be our column index number, meaning the number of the column from where we need to extract the data. In our case, it's the name, so it's the second column from our table. The last argument can be true or false, meaning true will bring approximate match, and false will bring the exact match. I recommend you to use false, so 0, we will close the brackets and hit enter. Now you see that in our second sheet, where we are looking for VLOOKUP function, we have Alice, the name of number 1 ID. Now if I will drag the formula till down, you see that we have obtained all the names for our IDs, and if I change an ID here, let's say 7, the name will change just like it will be found in the source table. So this is VLOOKUP function because we select on the last argument false. This specifies an exact match lookup. So if we will use true instead, Excel will look for the closest match, which is usually not ideal for an IDs or for any other number. So let's put here 1, and you'll see that the names will be different. Let's say here it's 10 or 11, and we have Jack, but in fact we don't have 11. That's why I recommend to use false. That will bring us the exact value. And here, because we don't have in our source table number 11, Excel brings us an error, which is not applicable error, and for that we can only edit it with a name or a word by using if error function. I will go in the first cell where we put the formula, and I will write here if error. I will open the brackets, and I will keep our formula, but I will add an argument, because you see here if error has 2 arguments. First one, it's the value, and in our case it's the VLOOKUP function, entire function, and if that value it's good, Excel will return us the name of the employee. If not, it should return us a word instead of that error. And for this, we will use the second argument, and we will write not found. If we close the brackets, here we go, we will have not found instead of error. If I will change this with 9, the name from the first sheet will appear.